Jonathan Taylor asked to be traded. Jonathan Taylor is granted permission to be traded. We covered that last week, but there are nibbles. We're hearing different things, different packages, different teams. We're going to talk about all that and more today. This is the No Horsing Around podcast. What's up, you guys? What's up, Colts Nation and No Horsing Around family? As always, really quickly, we are brought to you by our amazing sponsor, WagerWire. College football season's coming up. Pro NFL season's coming up. Make sure you go check this out, you guys. It's a great way. You can get in and out of your parlays. You can get in and out of your bets right till the game starts. It's going to be a blast. Go over and follow them on Twitter at WagerWire. And then also, go over to the website, wagerwire.com. Drop your email address. The app's coming very, very soon. So, as I said in the little intro, Jonathan Taylor, we know he has been given permission to seek a trade, right? And we know that the Colts have been lambasted and blasted for the last 24 hours because it came out, and I'll kind of pop this up. It came out that the Colts were seeking, a first-round pick. Here's some of the tweets we've seen, right? I don't have it up here, but Stephen Holder was the one who reported they're wanting a first-round pick, or they want something that's going to culminate and cumulatively be like a first-round pick, right? And people are like, well, why do you value him at a first-round pick, but you're not going to pay him like a first-round pick? It's two different things, man. We've said we think some of this is go see what your market is, right? Go see what your market is and come back to me. Because it's twofold when we're looking at this, you guys, when we're talking about, yes, he's drawing interest. He is a young, dynamic running back who 2 years ago led the league in rushing and led the league in touchdowns. He had 18 rushing touchdowns, remember? But look at some of these tweets. These are some of the newer ones that I pulled right now. You got Ian Rappaport talking about time will tell, but there is interest, right? It is being interested. Stephen Holder, I want to jump to my boy Destin Adams, who I know over at A to Z Sports from our time way back when at the Blue Stable. He's been told that trade offers are coming in for the Colts, and they're higher than expected, which is kind of surprising. Then you look over and you got Dove Cleveland. I don't care, but it's Albert Breer wrote an article, and he kind of quoted it because he's, as Pat McAfee says, an aggregator of things, right? You look at this poll, ASC GM, second-round pick. Exec, third and fifth. Package on the value of a second or a third. Third and four, 2 and 3. Day two, third, second, possibly a day two, a fourth that could turn into a third. It's not there really when you see what the Colts are potentially going to get back. And one more thing really quick, I'm going to pop it back up. Stephen Holder has a great point. This is all coming to a head. Next Tuesday on the 29th, cut down day. Final roster cuts means everybody has to be in their place. And if you are not active and you are still on the pub list at that point, you are going to be moved to the reserve/pub, and you are missing the first 4 weeks. So it's coming to a head on trade, report, play, something, right? And you look at all that, and people are just blasting the Colts for letting him go seek a trade. And Rich Eisen talked about it on his show today and said, when I saw that, I immediately thought, oh, he's gone. But really, he's not, because it's twofold, right? You have twofold. There's going to be interest. He is a dynamic talent. But you got to give up what the Colts want to get him. And then you got to give him what he wants, which is a massive contract, which nobody's giving. No one's giving him $16 million. No one's giving him $18 million. And if we're to be believed, his agent promised him $20 million, $16 to $20 million is what he was going to get him. That's not happening. Look around the league, man. Check the temperature of the room. Josh Jacobs is going to have to report. Saquon took $13 million on a 1-year deal to get off the franchise tag. Dalvin Cook took, what did he take, 4? Or was it's somewhere around there, something like that. They're not Austin Eckler. They're not, paying. And that's another great point when you say, hey, he has been given permission to seek a trade. Austin Eckler was, right? Shoot, Lamar Jackson was given permission to seek a trade from the Ravens, and he wrote a goodbye letter, and he is their franchise quarterback. So does the fact that he's seeking a trade and drawing interest, does it mean that he's gone? No, not necessarily. It was interesting what Destin said that it's a little higher than what they're expecting. But that kind of brings me to the second part. Yes, he's drawing interest, but at what price, right? Like we talk about that. And then what are some of these teams that are looking at him? You've got these right now. I'm popping up for you guys. Top odds for Jonathan Taylor, right? These are the top odds that I've been able to find. Miami's at plus 250, Chicago at plus 400, Baltimore, Denver, Dallas, and Washington. Dallas has already come out and said they're happy with their running backs. The Dolphins wouldn't pay money to Dalvin Cook, right? And are the Bears willing to part with some of those picks and pay him? I don't know. The Ravens technically have J.K. Dobbins. I don't know what the Broncos have. They gave away so much for Russell Wilson. And then you got the Commanders. That's intriguing. But like my boy Zach too said in the episode last night, are you wanting picks? Are you wanting players? It sounds like, we do have the report that came out that the Dolphins have already put together a trade package that includes picks and players. But what are you wanting in return? And what are these guys willing to give up? These are the odds on favorite. I like the fact that you have one, two, three NFC teams. You still have three AFC teams. I mean, it is what it is. You get what you can if you're going to trade him. But you look at these odds, you look at what it is, you look at the time frame. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to trade him. My gut says that he's not going anywhere. You also hear Peter King talking about that he thinks, he's a very tuned in guy, thinks that in the end the Colts are going to kick him a little bit of money for this year, kick up his salary a little bit, and he'll be back. Because I just don't think you look at those odds, and I don't have the salary caps for these guys, but you know that they're strapped too. I mean, when you pop it back up, Dolphins have Raheem Morset. The Bears, they don't really have anybody. J.K. Dobbins. The Broncos don't really have anybody. The Steelers like Tony Pollard, but they're in a logjam with paying their running back. Washington has Brian Robinson and a couple other players. I mean, I don't think I see it. So, like I said in the beginning, yeah, he's drawing interest, but at what price are these teams willing to pay? At what price are the Colts willing to sell? They want a 1. Will they take a 2? Will they take a 3? I don't think they're taking a 4, unless you're going to give them back some big player in it. The Colts value him highly. Other teams do too, but not at that value. It's the running back position. So, I mean, I don't know. I want to know where you guys stand. What do you guys think? He's drawing interest. We're hearing it's drawing interest. Do you think it actually comes to fruition? We have a deadline. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Next Tuesday is the deadline. Is Jonathan Taylor suiting up for the Colts? Is he hanging out in his locker in West 56? Or is he punching his ticket going out of town somewhere else? Y'all tell me. Drop it in the comments. I love to hear from it. As always, you guys like, share, subscribe, comment. As Zach says, join this No Horseman family. We're at 2.8, closing on 2.9. Want to get to 3, potentially maybe before the season starts. That'd be amazing. We got a lot of great stuff coming. And as always, you guys, I love you. I know Zach loves you. I'm out.